Ladies and gentlemen, just for the interwebs out there, Sebastion Envi, strong style cinephile, and Beau DeMayo has hit back at Disney in a 30-minute video on his OnlyFans profile. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes. And I'd seen comments online where a lot of people said that not a lot, but I'd seen where some people said that they stopped reading after it said posted to his OnlyFans. Like, I don't know, I kind of ride with that in that you got this stuff to say, you have the staunch defense of yourself, but you put it behind a paywall on your OnlyFans site, which I'm not going to. And not that, I mean, I would never knock anybody's hustle who has an OnlyFans page. I got friends, I got exes that have like those pages. Hey, do what you got to do. But the fact that you're defending like your honor, your reputation, but you do it behind a paywall. Like you kind of, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know, just the initial part of this is like a little kind of but he did in a 30-minute video, and in it now he said that the comments, the accusations by Disney were a smear campaign. The allegations of egregious misconduct are false. The rumors being spread around me online are lies, and they are offensive, but more concerning is that they are a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious, prejudicial misconduct stretching from select crew members on X-Men 97 all the way up to the top at Marvel Studios. I mean, that's a bold thing to say. And he had spoken about treatment of the staff. He talked about treatment of VFX artists at Marvel, which we know the VFX thing like is a thing. We know there are some unrealistic deadlines and overly stressful working conditions for those VFX artists. That's documented. As far as like the other stuff, I mean, some people were saying that he was intimating that you couldn't be a black, openly gay person working there or whatever. And a lot of people I'd seen in comments, stuff like that, were like, what do you mean? It's like Disney. At this point in time, Disney is super about diversity and inclusivity and stuff like that. So it's like you can't exactly pull that card because like of kind of where they've been for the past few years. I don't know, man. It's just one of the things he's accused of is sending a picture of himself in either like a thong or buck naked to a fellow like staff person on it. I mean, that's gonna get you kind of hammed up every single time. But again, it's essentially he said, she said stuff. Again, Beau said his piece. He said initially that he felt he was when he was getting writer's credits stripped away from him, it was related to a pride themed post that he posted on social media, which he apparently also showed in his video. But then they hit back saying that he was fired after an internal investigation reportedly uncovered egregious findings, and then they did not go into they didn't go into it further, but then Deadline, cited Marvel sources, mentioned that DeMayo's facing investigations due to allegations of sexual misconduct, and that he was getting his writing credit stripped away from season 2 because of a violation of his separation agreement. So I imagine when there's like an NDA of some kind when he split, and they felt he was violating it, so now they're stripping away like his writing credits, which kind of sucks. I mean, if he wrote it, then I mean, regardless, you should give him credit for it. But it's neither here nor there. That's just how things work, I guess. But it's an ugly situation all around. I gotta wonder if it's going to impact the show and the quality of the show in any way, shape, or form. Kind of wonder that. We'll find out with season 2 kicks off whenever that does. But it's just, I don't know. It's just he said, she said. We all know that Disney, Marvel, has had issues with treatment of talent in projects past. So it's not like that's not a thing. But then you have these allegations which haven't been corroborated because, again, probably NDAs and all that, because we're dealing with like um, sexual misconduct allegations. All that shit's going to be, kept behind a curtain of NDAs and privacy and all this. And I understand that. I'm fine with that. But it's just, you got to wonder if we're ever going to get to the bottom of it. Is there going to be a documentary at some point? Is there going to be I assume at some point, and at this point, with the way he's going, that he's putting stuff behind the paywall of his OnlyFans site, that there's probably going to be like some sort of like podcast or tell all interview or something at some point in time that's going to be on his OnlyFans. I mean, know your truths, like speak your truth, but um, like not behind a paywall. I don't know. That just rubs me a little bit the wrong way. But I mean, you got to do you and how you feel. You need to conduct yourself in the midst of what you feel are attacks on your credibility and your name and your ability to further your career and keep putting food on your plate. I understand and want to fight for that. But I don't know. It's just a shady situation all around. That I don't think we'll ever find a true resolution to, or trying to ever find 100% of the facts about. But it just sucks. And ideally, it's just a disagreement. It's just not disagreement. It's just bad behavior from one individual if it's true, and the like not indicative of any sort of like ill will or disregard for um you know queer persons of color at any sort of establishment. Like ideally, it's just solely on a human, this person sort of level. But remains to be seen how it all plays out. If Disney's going to further hit back at him, Disney and Marvel are going to further hit back at him about whatever. Is he going to further like lay out some details, some specifics on some things? Again, I don't know how much he's working under an NDA related to his separation from the company. So I don't know. Remains to be seen how it all plays out, I guess. But I don't know. It's just a sticky situation all around, and it just sucks because people are affected and hurt, and that sucks. Like, you just want to be able to enjoy the products that they're making. You want them to keep making the products that they're making because it's freaking good. But that ain't what it is. But I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, of course, always, let us geek.